What is the metaverse and how will it influence our lives and work? This documentary reports from people who already have experience with the technologies and ways of working.
And here we are in the virtual studio company Studio One with our show today, where we're going to be talking about defining moment in, I guess, one's life in terms of the metaverse. What defined the metaverse, right? What made it real? What would you say, Chris?
Is it for some people real at all? Can it be somehow reality? Or can they accept it as a reality? Do they want it as a reality in their lives? So I think there are a lot of different perspectives. What is your reality in the metaverse?
Why is this not
Yeah.
as real as, say, if we were in a real TV studio?
From my perspective now, you are reality because you are a person. I'm talking to you. I know you for a while. We can discuss about things. We can share ideas and so on and so on. So that is a real thing. This environment, well, I can see it. I can have a look around. It feels quite real because all the chairs and the stairs, the table, everything looks quite realistic. I can imagine this will be out of wood and so on and so on and so on. But yet I know it is not reality. Reality, like I cannot touch it. I know that it physically does not exist. And I think that's the only difference. Does it exist physically? You do exist physically. I never saw you in real life. You never saw me in real life. So I hope you're not just a fancy AI from Microsoft. So in that case,
But I could be, though, right? I
could be.
could be. And
You could be.
I mean, would that make any difference if I was?
Good question. But I think for us humans, somehow we do define the human being as the top of the list, let's say. The best thing that does exist at the moment.
To me, for example, the defining moment was when I got my Quest 1 headset. And it was just totally amazing. I mean, I spent 14 hours a day sometimes in VR. And
14 hours a day in VR.
yeah, and I mean, I did get burnt out as a result of it. So I had to take a break. But initially, it was just, man, this is really, really, really cool.
When I first tried virtual reality, it was for sure a defining moment for me, but this is a long, long time ago. It was in 1992. First time I used social VR in the last years. That was 2015. That is a defining moment. The first time that you socially engage with a different person that is not physical near you. This is amazing.
When I strapped on a virtual reality headset and saw that everything was in 3D, like a TV, but yet in 3D. That just the colors, the brightness, being able to see places in the world that were in 3D on a little headset. And now, in my older age, sitting here in a chair and be able to be anywhere in the world, that to me is just amazing.
All right. Well, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love everything about my Oculus and being in a 3D world with virtual reality, especially in today's day and age when you really can't get out because of all the viruses that are going on. And this makes it live for me. I'm able to interact with people across the world. Yeah, country actually. It's yeah, it's the best
Yeah, it's
thing. So
amazing.
I'm
Totally amazing. So how long have you had your headset now for?
I just got one for me and my husband. I bought us each one for Christmas. I've been
Right.
taking in everything from
Awesome.
cards on the roof to the concerts to everything. I've been trying to get a little bit of everything in the meditation. I've checked it all out.
How I discovered the metaverse was through gaming. NFTs and the different crypto gaming. That's how I discovered the metaverse. There's other games. There's loads of games out now. So
This metaverse, this term, as you discovered it with all these different aspects like cryptocurrency and so on, is that the future? Yes or no? Do you think it's the future for you, metaverse?
I would say, yeah, I would say going forward, more and more aspects of life will be incorporated via the metaverse in some way or another. I would say probably small at the start, and then more and more and more. Shopping, I'm sure, will come into it and stuff.
Yes,
Right.
definitely. I think shopping is going to be a huge thing where people are going to be able to. Well, we already have the mall of the metaverse here on Altspace, and
Right.
yeah, I mean,
Uh-huh.
people love to be able to go in and look at things and I guess conceivably touch them, where you could pick something up. But I mean, at this year's consumer computer expedition, what is it, CES, right?
Yeah.
There were apparently a lot of devices like gloves that provided a tactile experience,
Yeah,
lower cost.
haptic feedback.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, lower cost motion tracking devices. So I really
Mhm.
see this becoming something
And
even
also
realer than it is now.
Price is going to be a big thing on headsets until price comes down. That's the only way. Your ordinary person's never going to really, pay big money. It has to come down. So I think
That's
did
why
Facebook not
sorry,
did
go ahead.
Facebook not say that they're going to supplement the going forward headsets? So in some way or another to justify the price.
My understanding is that they are already supplementing it in some way to get that $399 price point. I mean, that's an amazing point, price for this Oculus 2 device. I mean, I pay 3 times that for my cell phone every, year or two.
Yeah. So what brought me to what made me realize like metaverse is actually something good and it's the future is that I was hearing a lot of people talk about actually making income out of this thing. And you can actually talk and have real life meetings with people across the world. I'm like, okay, this is the future. Like if a lot of people went on ahead, I feel like we're kind of ahead of the game. A lot of people they see people doing it, but they're not jumping on board. So the people like us that are actually taking advantage of these things will be a little bit more hip to it once it actually hit the forefront of the whole, the whole world. But I feel like it is coming. Like you can actually make an income out of this as long as you know what you're doing and you're doing it the right way.
Yes,
Now the only
definitely,
issue that I do have with it though is that I feel like is it a violation of privacy in some kind of way? I feel like you may get hacked in the future, or it may be some kind of, I don't know. It's kind of scary that it's kind of too real, if that makes sense. Like it's
Yeah,
too
but
real, and I'm
being
kind of scared a little bit.
online puts opens up the opportunity of anyone being hacked, and so one needs to take precautions. Difficult passwords, two-factor authentication, stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean the possibility of being hacked is always there, but one just needs to be aware of it, and again, take precautions. So, and next week we're going to be interviewing one of the world builders, Carnivore. There are a couple of worlds where people have created cars that you can drive. In fact, there was a Super Mario racetrack built for a special event about a year ago where you could get in a little race car and drive around the track here on Altspace. Yeah.